So it's not coincidental that scholarships are actually our oldest form of philanthropy in this country. It actually dates back to colonial days. And that's because we know if you invest in a person, you're not just investing in that one person. The education is going to improve their lives and their families' lives and their neighborhoods' lives and their community lives, and we're all going to be the better for it. But it's not awarding the support that matters. It what's happened from that support that matters. And so we're really excited that the evaluation has begun, and in particular understanding the College Success Coach portion of the program. And so it's really early on, and so she's not going to have much news to share with you, but we promise to keep you updated. But we did think it was important that early on you learned that we were doing the evaluation and that we could not have selected a better evaluator than Dr. Carmen McCallum. So she understands the importance of encouragement for student support and persistence. And I know this firsthand because I was in the doctoral program with Carmen, and I can honestly say I might not have finished without her as a constant source of support, and she continues to play that role with our cohort as we're spread out across the country, keeping us all connected and on track and encouraging us. So while we were finishing our PhDs, Carmen said I would stay in Southeast Michigan if there were a position to open up at Eastern Michigan University. And that's because Carmen truly loves teaching, and she's committed to also teaching that in scholarship that impact practice. And so she had to go away until a faculty line opened up and gained some valuable experience that she's now contributing to her position. So just a couple highlights that are not in Carmen's bio in the program, and to show you she's already making a difference in the short time that she has been at Eastern Michigan University. So the Trailblazer Award that she just received is student nominated. That's a chance for graduate students to say, here's a person who's making a true difference in my life. So we have current and former faculty members at various institutions in the room today, and you know that when your students have said, you've made a difference in my life, that is a true testament. And Shantae and Courtney were also students of Dr. McCallum. So if you don't believe me, you can ask them for firsthand experience as well. So Carmen is also committed to research that impacts practice, and so that the college environment encourages student success. So she's currently working on a book to be published by Stylus called Inclusive Supervision in Student Affairs, a model for practice and case studies. So at Eastern, she's engaged in initiatives that have helped underrepresented students in particular, like the Sisterhood Initiative to encourage young women of color, and especially to be integrated across the campus and feel really empowered. So when Dr. McCallum heard about the planned program evaluation for the Community Scholarship Program, it resonated with her professionally. As she said, EMU is committed to the local community, and this scholarship program is about the local community. But as you'll soon learn, the professional is also deeply personal for Carmen. I know that you will soon be as excited as I am that she is now added to our partners list for the Community Scholarship Program. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Carmen McCallum.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me here today. Before I start, I think with my formal speech, I'm very touched at all of those kind words shared by my colleague, and I am peacock proud of my students who are in the room. To hear such wonderful words about them and the work that they're doing and the work that they are going to do is why I am a faculty member, to make that difference. I'm just really happy to be here today. I'm honored and delighted to share a little bit about my educational journey and my research, including work I am doing as the principal investigator for the Community Scholars Program. As Dr. Strickland mentioned, I am assistant professor at Eastern Michigan University, and my research focuses on access, equity, and diversity in graduate education. So in essence, I'm interested in students' journey through higher education. Specifically, I'm interested in three things: the experience of undergraduates, what happens socially and academically that allows them to persist and earn their degree, The factors that influence persistence and retention in graduate school, including what occurs during graduate school that influences student success. And third, what happens after graduate school. What career choices do students make, and how, if at all, these graduate students choose to give back to their community. I'm especially interested at these experiences for students who are often labeled at risk. Those students that society has determined would not make it, or who do not have the right tools to succeed in college. Students that have been told you are not college material by someone at some point in their lives. Has anyone here had those similar experiences or know someone who has been told those things? I'm pretty sure we all have. Either directly to ourselves, aimed at someone we know, or we've seen it on social media. Perhaps you've heard the statistics that folks use to justify these statements. Low-income students are 33% less likely to attend college than students from wealthier families, according to a report by the American Council of Education. According to the U.S. Department of Education, the lack of family knowledge and support causes 60% of first-generation students to drop out of college without earning a degree or any credential. Using data from the National Student Clearinghouse Research Center, Insight Higher Education reported that students of color are 20% less likely to graduate from college than white and Asian students. When speaking about low-income students, first-generation students, or students of color, the common narrative is that they are less likely to attend college, they have little knowledge about college, they lack family support, and if they do attend college, they will probably drop out. That's what the statistics say. But despite these statistics, we know that some of these students persevere and often thrive. Many of us know students who have been told that attaining a college degree is impossible, yet they enrolled and earned their degree. Despite hearing messages that college is not for me, in spite of the challenges and obstacles that stood in their way, low-income students, first-generation students, and students of color enroll and obtain college degrees. I know because I'm one of those students. I grew up hearing those messages, but I persevered and I thrived. I was able to succeed. You may ask me why. Well, if you don't ask me, I'm going to tell you. It's because I have been given countless opportunities, and when it came my way, I chose to make what others deemed impossible, possible. When I was getting ready to enter elementary school, the school district where I was supposed to attend was closed. That single district was separated into two, with half of us going to a more urban school district, while the rest of us were bused to the all-white school district about 20 minutes away. I remember at the time being extremely upset because I couldn't go to school with my friends. The divide separating the school districts were right down the middle of my street. Every morning, my friends and I would leave the house at the same time, but we went to very different destinations. Because people I have never met decided to draw a line down the middle of the street, I was given an opportunity to have a more well-resourced quality education. I could take AP classes, and I was encouraged to attend college. My friends across the street were not as fortunate. They attended schools with significantly fewer resources. Schools where they had to bring their own toilet paper. Schools where books couldn't leave the building, making it impossible for them to study at home. Many of my friends had children before graduating high school, and none of my friends who lived right across the street attended college. For years, the difference between my friends' education and mine puzzled me. We grew up in the same neighborhood, shared the same social class, and we grew up in two parents' households. However, because of an invisible line running down the middle of our street, I had access to opportunities that my friends never had. a little black girl from a lower middle class family with an immigrant father, living in a city where few go to college, was given an opportunity to attend schools where going to college was the norm and people cared. It is because of my experiences in those schools that I was able to make what some deemed impossible, possible. I was able to go to one of the most prestigious universities in the country, the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, still amazing blue. Now, getting into college wasn't easy. This is where I had to take advantage of and create some opportunities. Despite being in a school district, a better school district, I was still an average student with an average grade and an average ACT score. And my jump shot in the basketball team, well, it was less than average. It was difficult being one of the few black students in a majority white school district, but I pressed on. I applied and was admitted to the University of Michigan Summer Bridge program. And during my third year in college, I decided that I wanted to pursue nursing. Classes in nursing school were hard and competitive. I was struggling in one particular class and doubted my ability to pass. I visited the professor in office hours to discuss my concerns. To this day, I remember exactly what she said. Maybe nursing is not for people like you. You should consider leaving the program. She also informed me that if I dropped her class, I would have to drop 2 other classes, despite the fact that I was passing them because it was school policy. I was devastated. I went to my academic advisor and explained the situation and told her I was probably going to leave the program and probably leave school altogether. After hearing my story, she challenged me. She told me I could choose to walk away and give up on my dreams, or I could choose to use this situation as an opportunity to fight. And I decided to fight.
Bravo.
I petitioned the board to allow me to drop 1 class instead of 3. I convened the other student of color in the class, and we brought our concerns to the dean about the faculty member. Every step of the way, my advisor was there encouraging me, supporting me, providing me with resources. She believed in me when I did not believe in myself. Without her support, her mentorship, I would have never advocated for myself and pushed the school to change their policies. Without her mentorship, I would have never seen the opportunity to make what would not only impact me, but other students who were struggling with the same issue. I would have never seen the opportunity to make what that professor thought was impossible, possible. Through my educational journey and in my research, I have discovered one undeniable fact. Relationships matter. People matter. I am thrilled to be the evaluator of the Community Scholars Program because this program understands the importance of relationships in students' journeys. They have uniquely combined financial support with student success coaching to help students successfully navigate college and persist to graduation. My team and I are in the beginning stages of evaluating the program, and what we have learned thus far from the coaches and key personnel is that coaching is very similar to mentoring. From the research literature, we know that mentoring is important, but it's unclear exactly what about mentoring that truly makes a difference. I'm working on a National Science Foundation funded project that focuses on mentoring and diversity in the STEM fields. After collecting 1,500 surveys, our preliminary data analysis has resulted in 2 distinct findings. First, we found that there are 4 distinctly different types of mentoring. 3 we already know in the research literature. There's academic mentoring, which focuses on coursework. There's psychosocial mentoring, and that's giving emotional support to students. Instrumental mentoring, which is helping with the nuts and bolts, so how to apply to scholarships and things of that sort. The 4th, which is distinct to our study, is mentoring that helps students develop a sense of belonging. This type of mentoring helps students feel like they belong in their schools, department, and in the academy. Our findings also suggest that this type of mentoring the type of mentoring that someone needs is often influenced by their identities. Through qualitative and quantitative approaches, the evaluation of the Community Scholars Program will peel back the layers and gain a better understanding of what type of coaching community scholar students need to best navigate their journeys and persist to graduation. I truly believe the Community Scholars Program can be an exemplary program that communities across the nation will be able to use to model and best serve students. The evaluation will help us determine best practices that others can share with students and those working with students, impacting students across Michigan and beyond. Thank you for trusting me to do this important work. But I'm not the only one who has to work. Y'all have to work too. We are all responsible for working hard to provide students with opportunities to make what deems impossible possible. Students, you have been given a great opportunity. Take advantage of it. Try your best. Build a relationship with your coach and utilize the resources at your school to reach your full potential. You owe this to yourselves and to others coming behind you. You are their proof that the impossible can be possible. To the donors and those who have established the Community Scholars Program, you have provided an opportunity for students to reach their goals. Your support is essential. Without you, the world may have missed out on the talent in this room. The doctors, the lawyers, the geoscientists, and yes, the professors. They may have never had the opportunity to attend college without your support. As I close, I would like to share with you one of my favorite quotes from Marianne Williams, although famously spoken by Nelson Mandela. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented? Actually, who are you not to be? Ladies and gentlemen, who are you not to be? I challenge us all to keep making the impossible possible. Thank you.